Welcome back for part 2 of the second half of our calisthenics workout out here at Echo at Gainesville Health and Fitness. I'm Jonathan Ross. Let's get going. This exercise is going to be a variation on a headbanger pull-up. Technically, it's a headbanger chin-up, but I'm going to make a few changes for people that perhaps are just starting to work on calisthenic exercises. Typically, what a headbanger pull-up is going to look like is you're going to take an underhand grip, and you can vary your grip, but most of the time an underhand, like a chin-up, you're going to pull, get your head above the bar, and you're going to count your reps by pulling yourself away from the bar. However, that might be difficult starting out, so we're going to count our reps based on the push or the pull-ups rather that we do, or the chin-ups, and then a single headbanger on the way out, go back in and drop down, which is going to look something like this. Taking a nice shoulder width grip, getting ourselves up there and dropping back, and then coming back and dropping back down. If you want to give a little bit of an extra challenge, you take that same grip and you can go into an L shape, sticking your legs out, dropping back and coming back in. We're going to introduce you now to a variation of the typewriter pull-up. It's more so kind of an introduction to the motion. A typewriter pull-up typically is you're going to pull up to the bars and then you're going to take yourself to one side while laying an arm out on the bars. Our rig is not made for me to be able to do that, so we're going to work on getting the motion of pulling yourself into a single direction, which is still a great exercise for your lats. So regular pull-up grip, slightly wider than your shoulders. You're gonna pull yourself up to the left one, back down all the way, controlling, pulling yourself up to the right, and repeating that around 6 to 8 times. Try and keep an even number so you're working both sides in equal measure. All right, so the last exercise we're going to do for this routine is going to be an eccentric pull-up. What does eccentric mean? Well, I'll tell you and explain it in kind of the physical terms of a pull-up. So your concentric motion is when you're moving the load. So you're pulling yourself up and pulling all of that weight upward. The eccentric, or the easier part of that movement, is when you're releasing and allowing yourself to drop back down. What makes an eccentric pull-up special is that you're not focusing on the beginning part of the exercise. So I'm going to jump up, forgetting about moving all that weight upwards, and then forcing myself to lower down more slowly. That way I am focusing on the eccentric motion and allowing those lats to get much more exercise on the way back down than they normally would. So I'll take my typical grip, and now I'm going to jump up and slowly allow myself to go back down. And depending on what count you do, I tend to do 5 Mississippi to an 8 Mississippi. You're gonna feel a lot of tension in those lats. Do anywhere from 5 to 10 of those, depending on your exercise abilities. And go ahead and wrap your workout up with a nice sip of water. Thank you for joining me this morning for the next part in our calisthenics workout routine. Remember, most of these pull-up kind of routines do anywhere from 5 to 10 reps, depending on your ability. Once again, I'm Jonathan at Gainesville Health and Fitness. Have a great day.